Hey, kanpai! Hadn't even opened my beer yet. Hey! I'm here now. Right on time, actually. I was distracted with lots going on, as you know, Warzak. I also had Orc messaging me about stuff. Oh, it's just endless. And then also I was working on some other stuff. And then I realized, oh shoot, I need to stream today, don't I? Let's get everything set up, and then this game that you can hear the music going on in the background, is being a little bit of a pain in the ass because it's a VX Ace game. Hello, Tritium. So, this is me trying to capture the VX Ace game. I know, you guys only see black. Thank you, VX Ace. Thank you for always complying. Let's switch it to there, and I think I can do this one. Yeah. And BG is here. Okay, so I'm gonna play Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. A little backstory on this one. We'll go ahead and turn on the camera. There we go. Now, see, it's a weird place to put me. I'm off on the right side now. Weird. I'm always on the left side. Anyways. So we're gonna play this game. So a little backstory on it. I think this dude had it's so loud in my headphones, but I think it's fine for you guys. This dude had offered his composition services for quite a hefty price, or so we assumed. I think it was like $300 for a song, which is a little bit crazy, but actually what's funny is that started a conversation where we started looking into this, me and some other folks in my Discord, and well, it turns out a lot of composers for indie games ask for like $300 or $500 for a song, so that's like average, which is so weird. It's just, I guess us in our little RPG Maker bubble are like, $300? What? So anyways, oh yeah, it was 300 per minute. You're right. It's not 300 per song. It was 300 per minute. So that just sounded absolutely nuts. I thought I already was kind of jokingly charging way too much for my own music. I think I was just doing like $200 per song. Now how many get takers? That is a good question. I'm sure it's possible when you step outside of our little, since we're just chatting here for a moment, since we're going outside of our usual bubble of RPG Maker devs, like if we kind of step it up, I'm not saying like AA levels, but if we step it up to indie studios that have some money, I'm sure that price is totally doable for them, and some of these folks might even get takers. I do think it's a little bit on the high side, but I don't know. I have no proof for this. I just assume there was lots of chat we'd seen online on like other forums and other places saying that, like 500 per minute, 300, 400, 500 per minute is kind of like the average for that. So anyways, I wonder how many also record a loss in the end of their game. There is that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to debate that. Anyways, this developer was offering his services on RPG Maker Web, and he had mentioned his own game, which is this one here that we're looking at, Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. It's respectable. It had a respectable amount of success. I think it was at 440 reviews last I looked. It released a little while ago too, back in 2018. Yeah, so it's at 441 reviews. You can extrapolate from there, however many sales that might be. But, you know, for a small little indie production, that's pretty good. So good on you, Jimmy Dev. Let's see, it doesn't sound grossly expensive to me, to be honest, from a making a living standpoint. Man, are we gonna go into this? We're gonna, like, jump right into just the just chatting section before we've even played the fucking game. Alright, I argued with Brew about this. Hang on, we're gonna come back to that. Let me read what Tritium said. Looking at the Steam page for this one, I don't think I've ever wanted to play a game less. Well, I mean, alright, to be honest, this is definitely not my type of game. We'll talk more about that, but you listen here, Frankie Warzak. Alright? Alright, we're on a first name basis here. You are right. From a making a living standpoint, it's not bad. And in an ideal world, we'd all be making a living off of our skills. You know, as a musician, as a musician, I wouldn't need to be working another job. Actually, technically, kind of 2 jobs. I wouldn't be needing to work 2 jobs just to make a living. Unfortunately, that's not the world that we live in. I know that, like, art is valuable. Like, Somon and June, the 2 people who are helping me with my game. We all know Simon's art. You can see it, right? It's here in my layout. That's Simon's art. Like, I mean, she is, I believe, incredibly reasonable with her prices. And I'm thankful for that. I wish she could do this for a living as well. But if she were to do art for a living, you know, she would have to charge more. And if she charged more, well, I couldn't afford her. Right? So, like, as much as I want to pay all of the people who work with me, you know, a livable expense, I just don't think it's really possible for a lot of us, especially us who are really small indie devs who are doing this on a very part-time basis, funding it out of our pocket. We don't have cash to just be like, oh yeah, one piece of art, $400? Sounds reasonable to me. Like, no, in no world. I would have probably a quarter of the amount of art in my game if that's what I had to pay. In fact, I mean, I just wouldn't be able to finish the game, honestly, because it'd be so weird. It's like, oh, that character has art. Why doesn't that character have art? So, anyways, I agree with you. If only we lived in a perfect world, but we don't. Welcome, Ace. Alright, anyways. Yeah, I don't know. This is... Look, here's the thing. We'd all use asset packs. But, like... we use the asset packs, and I know, we all use, even now, we're all using asset packs, I do believe, in one form or another. We're either using tile sets, the RTP, some sound libraries, music libraries, whatever, right? So, we're all using asset packs now already, and just think about the amount of shit people get for just using assets, for not creating their own assets. It's funny because, like, this goes everywhere. This is not just an RPG Maker thing, by the way. I have talked before about another streamer I enjoy called Oboe Shoes, and I think it's really funny because he loves playing garbage little indie games too, but it's not RPG Maker games. It's not RPG Maker games. He plays like a lot of just whatever Unity garbage that gets shoved out, and he can recognize by name the assets they are using. The Cinti asset pack. I don't know how that's spelled, but let me see if I can figure out how that's spelled. Hopefully it's just spelled exactly as it sounds. Cinti asset. See, I wonder if it's with a C. It feels like it should be spelled with a C. Cinti asset pack Unity. I know you guys have probably seen this before. I was off, but luckily DuckDuckGo knew what the fuck I was talking about. Okay, so like we've all seen Cinti asset packs, right? So this goes everywhere, right? Like people use assets and people get shit for using assets. So like here's the thing, it would be like self-defeating, right? Like, so you know, artists want to get paid a living amount. Great, I'm so happy that artists actually get to do what they love doing for a living. Perfect. Hey, buy now, it's on sale. Anyway, sorry. But then for the rest of us who are having to fund our games out of pocket, we have to resort to asset packs, which then kind of has this like knock-on effect where now it's like all the people who play the games are like, it's just an asset flip, fuck that game, it's garbage. And it's like, well, hang on, we tried our best, right? So it's almost like it's like as a result of artists getting paid what they want, game developers would likely not be as well seen. Like the indie space would be even worse. I know it sucks. We all want artists, musicians, writers. We want these people. We want people in general. Something's in my eye. We want people in general to just earn the living they deserve. But again, that's just not the world that we live in, and we're making the best of it. We all kind of benefit each other. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm paying you shit. I wish I could pay you more. I would pay you more if I could, but I can't. But let's make the best of it, right? I probably won't get paid very good at the end of this anyways. Unity Store has over 10,000 packs. No one knows what's in all of them. If they say they do, they are lying. Well, I'm not saying that Obo Shoes knows what all the packs are, but like the Cinti. So here's the thing: people like with Unity, the problem is just the same as like tile sets. Speaking of Celiana aces, I do believe Celiana is one of the asset creators that like. They only released a few tile sets, and it's not enough to make a full game. So you have to, I don't know, you have to try to mix and match other assets to make a full game, or try to create your own assets that match that style. I mean, this is not just an RPG Maker problem. This is a game dev problem. Like, it's the same thing for Unity or Unreal or anywhere that has asset stores. Like, cool, yeah, you got a bottomless well of assets. Except, they're all in different styles. You got the low poly stuff, you got the 3D scans, you got the cel-shaded anime stuff, and everything in between. And so, it's like, this is one of the reasons why I think Cinti winds up being one of the really popular go-to asset packs for Unity and Unreal games, is because they have a lot of assets, which is probably enough to make a full game. Like, let's just go to their low poly thing, and look, it's pages and pages and pages. Like, they have tons of assets. Man, I wish we had an asset maker like this for RPG Maker that just had pages and pages and pages. You could drop tons of cash on Cinti to get enough assets to make probably a couple of games. It would cover most of your needs. So anyways, that's the point I'm saying, is like the Unity devs are going to run into the same problem too. Yeah, they may have 10,000 different packs of assets, but okay, well, I would hope for okay, all right, you got me, touche. Anyways, like, yeah, it might be a bottomless well of different assets, but good luck making a game that has like matching assets. When you want to make a game that has matching assets, it doesn't just look like it, that actually looks like it's put together and has a consistent art style. Yeah, that's going to limit your choices a lot more. So, anyways, we've gone off on tangents here. G, G, is it G-Kun or G-Kun? I read it as G-Kun. G-Kun has the breast assets. Anyways. Man, what a fucking start to this stream. I honestly had other stuff I wanted to talk about in the just chatting section. And you know, I put this game first. By the way, I bought this game. I should have mentioned that right from the get-go. I bought this game. There's not a demo available. Apparently at some point there was an early demo available for it, but that was on rpgmaker.net, which rest in peace. So obviously that demo is not available. I don't even know if it would be a good representation of what the product is now, because from what I could find from like Google searches and stuff like that, it was like a pretty early on release of the game, before they even had like a Steam page. So who knows how early in development that demo was. So anyways, I bought this with my own cash. Now, normally when I buy these games with my own cash, I try to make the vow that I will not refund it unless it's just offensively awful, like Artifact Stinker. RMN is coming back at some point. Well, whatever. I don't care. Either way, I can't access whatever the demo is, and even if I could, I think it would be not up to date. So anyways, now normally I make the vow that, you know, I'm not going to refund the game unless it's just absolute dog water. However, with this game, I think it's probably going to be competent. I don't think I will enjoy it, but I do think it will be competently made. It will not be offensively bad. And so in all likelihood, I shouldn't refund it, but I kind of plan on refunding it. So if the developer watches this, forgive me. But this is just not. This is not a game that I'm that interested in. I'm basically using this refund to top off my Steam wallet to fund future stream games. So I kind of drained it. So. Anyways, why don't we go ahead and finally just stop talking and actually play the fucking game? Open your eyes. Open your eyes. It's too early to say good night. The sun is up, it's day outside. It's too early to say good night. So the game clearly is like, you know, quirk. I have to sing it. Oh man, it's too late now. Oh well, I'm not drunk enough. So the game is obviously just trying to be an Earthbound clone. You know, haha, Tritium's here. They're a dime a dozen for the RPG Maker scene. Here's the thing. I want to fucking, I want to talk shit about this. I really do. I fucking hate that it's just like, it's so common for indie developers to just not have an original idea in their head. God, I really love that one game that I never played, but I watched one fucking video essay on, and now I'm inspired. I want to make that same game too, because they're not going to release the third one. Sorry, that's a bunch of hearsay. But anyways, but the thing is there's like a fucking wiki for like Earthbound clones. Like there's an audience, there's like a forum out there, there's a group of people, a community who is hungry for this shit. They can't get enough of people just copying their favorite game. It's almost sad. It's like they can't move on from their own nostalgia. They're stuck. They're stuck in a time loop of forever longing for a game that was probably okay, but, you know, I don't get it. Anyway, sorry. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to buy this game too is because I knew I was gonna have some rants. I'm gonna rant really hard. I hate this shit. I'm a bitter man, and how dare you for having fun developing your game? How dare you? How dare you copy other games? Oh, what a sleepy boy. I thought you were going to sleep all day. Wouldn't that be a shame? Today's a special day. Do you know why? It's another day I can spend with you. We're going to do lots of fun things today, but first, you better get up or I won't be able to move my legs anymore. Whew! I've been sitting way too long. Better pick up the pace. Oh ho ho ho. Race you home, Squirt. Warning F12. Don't push that button. No WASD because well I can check on Jimmy's feelings. I don't know what button did that. Was that A? Ah, good to know. Good to know how Jimmy is feeling. Do we have no settings? So we'll just use our arrow keys. These are like almost direct copies of the Earthbound sprites. Am I wrong? I swear to God, this looks exactly like Earthbound. Remove the feature then, dummy. I wouldn't be here, but no, the NES had a reset button. We gotta have a reset button because the NES had the reset button. Well, good thing I checked the Discord a little. Yeah, it's fine. There are like 500 scripts for Ace to do that. No, but the NES. You could reset the NES. I want things to be just like the NES, which I wasn't alive for, but man, do I have a lot of nostalgia for that. I like 80s synthwave too. I am so bitter today, I'm sorry. I'm the bitterest old man. I wouldn't be here. Mom didn't guilt me into it. Don't look at me like that. I actually just started the game, so you're... Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah, Warzak is right. We had another rant that delayed the start of the game. We've only just begun. I'm hitting the weights after this. You should too, punk. Yeah, let me make a game like 80s PC games. You would hate it. No, look. That's not the point. You have missed the point. BG, you're an old man. You were there. You know what those old games are like. You have permission to do it. It's just always funny to me that there's just like so much nostalgia for the 80s from people who weren't even alive during the 80s. Why are you so nostalgic for this? Hello, Jimmy. Jimmy B. Hello, Jimmy Beast. You're not having any trouble right now, Jimmy Beast. Did you know that you could buy the chocolate bars and win $1 million or maybe a Lamborghini? I don't know why I had to pronounce it like that. No, the point is many old games were bad. Oh yeah, I missed the point. Crystals take several millennia to exasperate. That's okay. And who knows how long for one of this size, yet this one seems to be supported on this newly formed cloud bridge. I'll have to add this to my notes. Wow, fascinating. So cool. Thanks for sharing. I guess that's how you heal? Weird things are happening. I would have never expected that in a game that has been inspired by Earthbound. What a slowpoke. Your lucky second prize is a cake. How does that sound? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, before I forget, did your father say anything about the new doghouse? No? I guess it's a surprise for all of us. I've always wanted a dog, but you know how much Buck hates them. And your father's allergic to them. Who's Buck? And cats, dust bunnies, pollen, shellfish, cedar, well, almost everything, really. Maybe he's on some new medication. If we're getting a dog, you'd better think of a cool name. I think the best name for a dog is Sparkles. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'll let you think it over. How about that cake? Well, you know, childhood obesity is one of the major epidemics that is ruining American society. Jimmy and the pulsating bass? Was there a bassy element in there? I didn't hear it. Wait right here and I'll get cracking on that cake. Woo, hot out. Oh, honey bear. I'm so proud of you. Did you already have a dog picked out, or can we get one as a family? Oh, I want Sparkles to be a big fluffy one. Look at them in their sprite animations. As much as I enjoy your... How illiterate am I? Manaculations? Manaculations? As much as I enjoy your manaculations, Lemon Drop, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't build the doghouse? What doghouse? You know I'm allergic to carpentry. The one right outside our front door. Oh, didn't see it. I must have been thinking about something. Oh, I love how absent-minded you can get, Sugar Kisses. I hate this. I hate this. How about you head to our room and get ready for some adult fun time? Gross. Ahem, if you'll excuse me. Baby, I still want to make your favorite cake, but I'm all out of honey. Not a real word, just first result that came up was this game. Oh, okay. So just... Was it a portmanteau? I'm sorry, did I not, like, was it maybe a portmanteau of a couple of words and it just went over my head? Can we rewind the stream? Can we go back to that moment? Double check that word? I normally don't ask you to do stuff like this, but you're getting stronger lately and I know I can count on you. Humph. It's true. One day, Buck Jimmy might be stronger than you. Yeah, right. Don't listen to him. He's a grumpy Gus. Maybe the grumpiest Gus I've ever met. Your father and I have had long talks about changing his name to Gus. Let me tell you. Jimmy, I need you to be a big boy and get some Buddy Bee honey from Giant Garden. It's a long journey and I know it'll be hard sometimes, but I know I can count on you because you're smart and kind and tough. And if things get too hairy, your big brother Buck will be right there to help out. Screw that, he needs to learn to fend for himself. Buck, you listen up, your brother is still growing up. He might be small now, but he's going to work and work and work because that's the kind of person he is. But right now, he needs your help. I'm not going. I'm sure it's a cromulent word. How about Jimmy helps you clean your room first? You know, like I asked you to do weeks ago. And after you left those plates in there for so long, there's that thing growing there. Is it perhaps a pulsating mass? A long intro. No, I don't think so. I mean, there is just a lot of people just standing around staring at each other. Not like much happening. And you know how cranky you can get when you're hungry, Buck, so here's a protein-packed superfood for you. Hey, it's an ants on a log. What? Alright, I'll go to the stupid beehive to get some stupid honey from some stupid bees, but you better pull your own weight. This game never shut the fuck up, but cool stuff does happen. Have you played it? Or is that what you're implying here? Well, you heard, Mom. Get to work. What do I need to do? It's been growing from something. Do you want to smell it? I guess so. Ugh, it smells like old garbage and gym shoes. Do you want to touch it? Yeah, sure. Uh-oh. It didn't seem to like that. Oh. Oh, it's got the fucking execute thing. And it brings me back to this. Fight. What's in my imagination? Nothing. Empty-headed. Go figure. Nerd bash. Bully him. Bully him. I've seen this played by all the Twitch homies. Oh, well, see, I'm not part of the crew, man. I mean, I'd imagine turn special move bully. You know, I would imagine there's got to be at least something, you know, of value in this game, considering it costs fucking $15 and it has 440 reviews on it. Jimmy imagines himself in school. He doesn't look like himself today. He looks like a big, green, gross blob. But he doesn't care. He's happy this way. He's making fart noises by pushing his slime around. The teacher has stopped talking and is staring at him. Jimmy doesn't care. He thinks it's hilarious. The other kids are laughing too. This makes Jimmy really happy. Boy, I hate this fucking kid. I know this type of kid. The teacher is asking him to leave for being disruptive. When Jimmy gets up, he rips one for real. Oh man, it's ripe. Are you for real? What's the fuck? The room is soon filled with toxic gas. The children are clamoring to the door. The teacher is screaming. The wallpaper begins to peel. Jimmy belches out a laugh and goes to play outside with his friends. But no one will get near him anymore. Fart jokes are funny. Jimmy finds a nice cozy hole in a tree and squeezes inside. Jimmy can now turn into a revolting blob. As a revolting blob, Jimmy can utilize the power of being universally hated to force monsters to fight him. He can also squeeze into tight spaces he otherwise wouldn't be able to. Well, that's kind of cool. Hey, friends. Information guy here. You might be asking yourself, why would Jimmy want to turn into that? Do you have to explain the game? Well, let me tell you something, Buster. There are tons worse things one could turn into, like a bug, or a doorstop, or a stray hair that falls on your shirt and makes your back itchy. But that's not important. Let's talk about Jimmy. Jimmy has the power of empathy. This means he can feel the way other things feel, including that poor revolting blob you just walloped. Jimmy can now access the imagination section of the menu. There you can equip skills that you learn from winning battles and gaining experience. In addition to regular experience points, you'll gain imagination experience from whichever form you finish a battle with. By leveling each of Jimmy's forms, you'll gain abilities that you can equip in the imagination menu. Most of the skill equipment slots can only be used in Jimmy's normal form, but skills equipped to the starred slot can be used no matter what Jimmy is transformed into. How old is the audience for this game? 10? For some reason, just knowing this game being a quirky, but it's actually dark Earthbound game, I think that farting in class thing was maybe supposed to be deep and not actually a joke, but it was funny. It was quirky. It was quirky, see, because it was something deep, but it was actually being tied back to a bodily function that we all can laugh at. It's the funny noise that our body produces, right? And he is empathetic, so maybe it was imagination to make us feel empathetic towards the obnoxious kid who distracts the teacher, who distracts the students, that irritates the underpaid teacher. Yeah, so let's feel empathy for that kid. He's just lost his imagination, having fun. He's just having a good time, and he's not at all irritable whatsoever. Nope. Shut up, nerd. That's how I feel. Jimmy can also use field actions when he is transformed. Speaking of quirky, like, this is a really long... Look at all this text for the tutorial information. And they have to make it quirky because it's not just tutorial information, it's the guy that fell out of the sky. Wow, isn't that so weird and quirky? The dude fell out of the sky to tell you the information. Well, it's so fucking quirky. Oh my god, lolxd random. Hello, I didn't see you there. Do you have any... and is so yeah, and that's the joke. He killed him, and so now is he gonna appear as a ghost from now on? I just kind of hoping that he'd just be dead for good. And lolxd random, they killed the tutorial guy. It was so fucking funny. But does the giant fart have consequences long term? Maybe. I fell through the roof. We better fix that shit. I'm sorry. I'm being such a salty, bitter old man today, aren't I? Hey, it's an open window. I think I need to drink more. Plus, I don't find quirky funny like this. Yeah, it's clearly not my cup of tea. Or cup of beer. Mug of beer. If you couldn't tell. There's a thing there. I saw it. How do I change? Sorry, I kind of just rushed through all the fucking talking. Does skills? Equipment? No, I'm the bitter old man. Drink to wash away the salt, yeah. Yeah, it's 2 forest characters aren't there. There's no sense of the world, and the volume of text is insane. Yeah, and now the joke's on me because I skipped through the volumes of text, and now I don't remember how you change. I feel like that should be a world action. Like, there should just be, like, I press 1, 2, or 3, or whatever, and it would switch my character. Oh, well, that was a world action. What button was that? Oh, there we go. It is. There we go. So, okay. Oh, okay. I see. So... I only heard Kingdom of Blah and the year of the Blah was Blah, yeah. And we got an overworld. Oh, it's kind of doing like a... Mario. Why does this also... Sorry, is this a fucking... Which one is it? Is it, Super Mario World? World 3? I don't remember which one it is, but I swear to God, like, this is the top of the starting map. Like, normally you would start, like, down there, just below this. Like, this almost looks exactly like it. We'll have to see what the rest of the map looks like, but it almost looks like an exact copy of it. Mario 3, thank you. No, thank you. Fresh. Nerd Bash. Mag combo. Oh, there's cooldowns too. Oh, execute. Can't forget the execute. Emergency exit. I hate this music too. The fucking horns that come in sound like that director's cut. Oh, execute. God damn it. Sound like the director's cut horns from Resident Evil 1. I've shown it off on stream before. It's just fucking terrible. The basement. Oh god, why is this information dude everywhere? Do I need to read this? Ugh, excuse me. Oh my god. Oh no, I didn't mean to. Why does it have to be like 4 very full message boxes long? More than that. It's more than 4. Why does it have to be so many message boxes long and say, hey, by the way, don't forget to use your fucking skill. Looks like y'all are just bitter old men today. Jeez. We are bitter old men. So what do I do when I run out of MP? Waves cane. I guess I just use the attack now. Filled with disembodied eyes. You'll catch the next random encounter when they're still asleep? I don't know what that means. What? Was it just a random fight that coincidentally happened at the same time when I pressed entered on the dude, or what? No, okay. What a catastrophe. Some angry-looking men have blocked the bridge and there's nothing we can do, is what I would be saying if it weren't so marvelous. I've already concocted a marvelous plan that can't possibly fail. However, I'm afraid I lost an integral part of my plan on the way down here. If you happen to come across 3 balloons, make sure to bring them here. Sure will. There's one. It's a blue balloon. Why does the fight always seem to happen whenever the exclamation... Huh? Wait, is the exclamation mark not telling you to enter... What? Well... Oh. I thought it was saying I could interact with that little bit of water that was sticking out. I thought it might be like some sort of shortcut that would like lead behind the trees. And there's a green exclamation mark, which is different than the red exclamation mark, which was shown over Jimmy's head before, which seemed to indicate a random battle. But now it's green, which seemed to indicate... I guess it means that you're about to fight. I guess that's what that is. Maybe if I read the... What's his fucking name? The tutorial guy's messages, maybe he would have explained. Too bad that anytime that he talks, he has like 6 too many message boxes to explain his point. Right, sorry, I don't know why I'm talking to you. That was... I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry, I regret all of my choices. Please stop. Can I go this way? Did I go this way? I don't remember. See, well, why was that exclamation mark red? Honestly, these fights just feel like kind of like an impedance on what I want to do. Like, I have quests to wander around. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like the battles are... Okay. It doesn't really feel like the fights are really adding any value to the game. Especially when, like, now that I'm out of MP, like, what do? I just sit here and just mash attack. So, like, it doesn't do anything but just slow the game down. It just slows me down from what I want to do, which is, I guess, find balloons. Oh, the box is filled with confidence. Oh, it must have been playing my game. The next encounter will give double imagination experience. Fascinating. There's also a keepsake. I interact with that rock? It looks suspicious. See, so here's the reason why I switched back to Jimmy is I thought I recall it saying something about like the slime being more attractive to monsters. So I thought maybe, oh, the slime is green, there's a green exclamation mark. Maybe when I'm the slime, it just causes more random encounters. So I switched back to Jimmy, but nope, we still got the green exclamation mark. I don't know what that means or why it's there or what it does. I guess I would need to talk to tutorial guy, but boy, I wish he wouldn't just assault me with message boxes. I wish he would just tell me what is going on, and that was it. See, that one was red. Why was that one red? And I guess I need to heal Jimmy. Do I have items? I probably do. Yeah. There we go. I don't know where the other balloon could be. I don't know why I'm stopping every time the green exclamation mark comes up. That's not the game, that's just me. It's like fucking like I'm a fucking deer in headlights, like, oh, green exclamation mark, what do I do? Guess I need something to jump over that. Alright, I guess there's nothing I can do over here, so I guess I need to go back this way. Huh. Switching seemed to have made that encounter just disappear. Oh. Never mind. Did I? I didn't get all 3, right? I only got 2. Or am I misremembering? Is there a way to check? Yeah, it's only 2. So... where is the other balloon? Can I go to that? Can I talk to that dude there? Maybe. That green-haired guy said he'd give me a knuckle sandwich if I didn't build this wall. I've never had one before, but it sounds pretty tasty. But then you've got to figure, if I get a knuckle sandwich for not building a wall, then think about how many I'm going to get for actually building it. I hope they're swimming in mustard. Wow, so quirky. Lol, XD, so random. Oh, there it is. So how do I get over there? Oh, I can just stop it without even changing. Oh, what's the point? No. Well, thank you for giving me that option. But no. What a weird option to provide the play. Oh, that's an exit. Okay. Can I interact with these trees? They look suspicious. No? Okay. Is this just me, or is the game stuttering too? It feels like it's having a real tough time just keeping a consistent frame rate. Okay, I don't know. I would have said lots of mayo. Oh, how did I miss that rainbow Brit? Did I come up here before? Damn, Nolan just chose violence today. Alright, Dummy Nolan. Dummy Nolan got it figured out. It only took way too long. What? Okay. Now sit back and watch my marvelous plan go into action. Look at that, isn't it marvelous? Away it goes, drifting among the clouds. Can you imagine the marvelous things it will see on its journey? Upwards, always upward. That's my philosophy. Another marvelous part of my life has gone exactly as planned. Oh dear, that wasn't supposed to happen. Stop! Hammer time! Well, I best be off. This is just the start of a marvelous day. Ah ha 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 ha. I guess that's just the end of the level. I mean, if all of the levels are designed like that... I mean, I was kind of slow because I was a little bit dumb. I don't hate that format. Like, it's just like solve a puzzle here and then move on to the next. Very Mario style. I don't hate that. It's kind of an interesting concept for an RPG game. I have a feeling that may not be explored very well in this game. Have you seen that green-haired guy? I'm ready to accept my payment. Okay, but we didn't fly away while holding the balloons. We must weigh a lot. I'm telling you, childhood obesity. It's the #1 epidemic of American society right now. Can I steal your stuff? guess not. And I see lots of people huddled around this one area. That means dialogue. I can't go this way. Why can't I go this way? What do you want? Listen up. This town is now the property of the petty thugs. That means I can shake up whatever I want. Says who? Nobody wants you here. You're just a jerk, and I'm not afraid to say it. Let go of him. If you're going to resort to horseplay, do it outside. Wait, I didn't try to stop you. Now that you've all been properly shaken, it's time for me to lay down some new rules. Get it? He's shaking things up. It's so funny because it's quirky. It's kind of a funny joke, but it's also kind of stupid. I hate the execution, but it's funny wordplay, and I like funny wordplay. We don't need that language here. McGrath, we don't need that language here. Rule number 1, this town is no longer named Smile. It's named Trash Town. I haven't laughed once at this game. Giving them the shakedowns. Rule number 2, everything you own now belongs to the petty thugs. You can keep all of this rustic crap, but you need to send us all your booze and drugs and candy. Rule number 3, this is the most important one. Don't ever help some guy named Jimmy. In fact, if you ever see Jimmy, you should push him around and stuff. Rule number 4, I don't like little punks that stare at me and don't say anything. Have you got anything to say about that? Now you've done it. Now you've got me all riled up. I hope you like getting shaked, kid. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to push WASD. Sure. Oh, I should have used that on Jimmy first, and then used it on Buck. Ah, well, it's fine. Oh, he can heal. Cool. We are sad about it. Yes, we are sad that there is no WASD here. Guess I'm glad you'd already picked these games instead of doing mine today. Man, it has been a hell of a week. Wouldn't want that grumpy old man attitude. You listen here, sonny boy. Oh, we're gonna empathize. This is how empathy works. Jimmy imagines himself in a new leather jacket. It looks cool and he feels like a cool guy. He has lots of friends now and they all wear leather jackets too. Now he's in the back of a truck with them. They're driving down the neighborhood street. It's his turn up to bat. He is excited and his hands are sweaty from the nerves. They round the corner and pick up speed. Jimmy swings and his bat cracks against a mailbox. It clangs to the ground. Junk mail flutters across the yard like snow. Jimmy feels naughty, but everyone else is laughing, so he laughs too. They drive and the wind's... Okay, so I'm seeing a pattern here. So maybe that's the thing. Right? And he feels naughty, but everyone's laughing, so he laughs too. That was kind of the same thing with the farting in class. Maybe that's what they're going for here. Oh, maybe being the asshole is not so great, and just because you're getting other people to laugh doesn't mean it's really a good thing. Fucking with the mail is a crime. Yeah. They drive in the wind. Okay, they stop at a store and knock over a vending machine. Jimmy notices a weak, scrawny kid looking at them. He looks a lot like Jimmy. Jimmy pushes him down and kicks him in his dumb butt. Everyone is around the kid now, kicking him. For a moment, Jimmy feels a dark, black pit in his gut. Everyone around him is laughing. Jimmy kicks him harder. Morality 101 for 10-year-olds. Yeah. Jimmy can now turn into a low-level goon. As a low-level goon, Jimmy can channel his inner anarchist to grab things and shake them up. Some things can also be pushed and pulled. That man was causing trouble because of you, Jimmy. He said your name and now you look like him. Jimmy didn't do anything wrong. He just beat up that guy that was shaking us. Isn't that right, sis? I like Jimmy and I didn't like being shaked. Sonny, would that guy have been here if it weren't for Jimmy? I guess that's true. What? I can't believe you, sis. That guy was a jerk. And you know what? You're all being jerks right now, too. I'm going for a walk. Listen up, Jimmy. I don't know why that guy was after you, and I don't care. I built this place from the ground up. I had 5 children here. I'm just a little mouse, so I can't stop you, but if you're going to attract dangerous guys like that, I'd prefer if you didn't hang around here anymore. Fine, fuck you too, bitch. Can I... I'm glad they allow you to do that to any NPC. Might just be a little mouse, so I can't stop you, but I'm not going to let you bully like you... Can I... Secret boss fight, come on! Shake that motherfucker up! Oh, alright. Well, fine, fuck you. All NPCs need a shaking. That's how I'm feeling. Can I shake this tombstone? Damn it. Where are the guests? Yes, the guests! Shake the guests! Jeez, Jimmy, if you like me, just say so. What are you? I don't know what you are, but I'm shaking you. Mr. Cat traces his claws along your arm. You let him go. Okay. I can't grab him, damn it. What about you? Nope. I want to shake things. I want to shake things badly. This here's a shake-up. Put your hands in the air. Ah, damn it. Defeated by the chest-high wall. It's not even chest... Well, yeah. It's... Whatever. Anyways, fuck you guys. I can't grab the... Alright. Oh, the frog dude. Fuck you, frog dude. I hate this dude. How long have we played this game? I don't remember how long I was just ranting at the beginning of this. The shaking thing don't solve all your problems, but it needs to. No one even in here. I don't know. Long enough? Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. No. Is it a third-party member? No. Alright, I just want to see if there's anything I could shake. Can I shake these carrots? Oh, come on. That'd be like the perfect thing. You shake them out of the ground. Oh, yeah. 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 I do like that. That's a fun interaction. I appreciate. All right. I've been a salty old man this whole game, but let me throw a little positivity in here. I like that they gave you this world. Oh my god, I'm trying to talk about shit right now. I'm trying to praise you, okay? I'm trying to give you praise. Don't do this right now. Just die quickly, please. Okay. I appreciate they gave you a world interaction and you can use it to interact with a lot of things for no reason. You can just do it because they said, hey, why not? And I always appreciate that. So anyways, so that's pretty cool. I do like that you can just shake anyone for the hell of it for no reason. I definitely appreciate that touch. Anyways, yeah, we're not gonna grade it because we're gonna kind of transition away from the whole grading sheet thing. Yeah, maybe it'll come back in some future stream as a new iteration, but we're gonna go ahead and just not grade games now. We're done with that. Basically, I'm just gonna say, is that a game I would play more of? No. No, not really. Was it offensively bad? No. Under most circumstances, I probably would not refund that game. But I am going to refund it because I need a little bit of cash in my Steam wallet to buy more games to stream. So, yeah, so sorry, Dev, but I think you've gotten plenty of sales from this game, so, one of the reasons why I normally don't want to refund the games is because, well, they're usually pretty, I mean, they're usually from pretty small devs, and, like, a refund can actually be quite harmful to them. And I'm not out here trying to harm people, but, man, I was just out for blood today, so I don't know if that holds true for today. So anyways, just chatting section. I know we already did quite a bit of chatting earlier because I was ranting about paying artists and assets and stuff like that, but that was not planned. That was because you guys brought it up. There's I guess there's a few things I wanted to chat about. First of all, I believe everyone in here, except for Wrath, I don't, you are just an anomaly. Oh, and Tritium is still here too. Sorry, I don't mean to not include you in this. Just Pulsating. Wrath is here, just Pulsating, yes. But, okay, sorry. A lot of the people are in my Discord, so you all know that beta is out. It's currently being playtested. Boy, what a hell of a fucking week it's been. I've been doing pretty well on the playtesting. I think I playtested through the game. I don't know. I think I played beginning to end twice. I took 2 different paths in my own game. So like playtesting it once going to this path and then playtested again going this path. Since it's a non-linear game, it's like eventually I'd play all of the content, but just starting with different places. Anyways, and then, you know, I did a couple of more extra playtests, just kind of going through the whole thing, but just basically with God mode turned on, just to make sure that things were triggering when they're supposed to and there are no major crashes and stuff like that. You want me to join more Discords to ignore and mute? I mean, you don't have to join if you don't want to. The link's down in the description if you want to join or not. It doesn't matter. But we got fun people there, like Ace is in the Discord, Orc is in the Discord, BG Tiny Goblin's in the Discord. We got Meg, And we did have Tritium, but then Tritium disappeared. We got Frankie there. Frankie Can Dinosaur, Warzak. We got all sorts of good people there. We got Mr. Turin, ATT Turin. Maybe one day, but I don't care, man. Anyways, so I did all the playtesting, and then everything seemed really good, right? In before Nolan storms me. Fix your shit, Ace. Nolan's Discord is like the most active Discord I've been. Anyways, people just want to chat shit. We're all salty old men in there. We're all goblins, goblin old men. So anyways, so after all my playtesting, everything seemed good. I was getting the gold stamp. I pushed deploy, and then I've learned from the past that I should double check the deployed version as well, just to make sure that everything deployed correctly and, you know, no file, I don't know, didn't get distributed properly or have spaces in them or whatever. So, you know, I did another playthrough, but now through the deployed version, and the performance was absolute ass. I have no idea what the fuck happened. I mean, there are some performance problems in, like, the actual, like, playtest version I'm aware of, but they're not, like, terrible. It's like, oh, there's a little stutter there's a little choppiness there, but overall, it's definitely passable. But then, I play the deployed version, and it is just fucking wild. Just way off the charts, not at all like the playtest whatsoever. To be honest, I have no clue what caused that, but that did send me down a rabbit hole. So my first assumption is that the only way things could really differ greatly between the playtest version and the deployed version was the NWJS. Because I know there are two different versions that the engine uses. You have the one for the playtest and the one for the deployed version. So that was my first guess. And coincidentally, Ace has a wonderful buggy tool. It's not buggy. It's just, it's poorly explained, and it doesn't really fly for deployment either because Windows doesn't like it. We'll get to that. Anyways, Ace has a wonderful tool that could simplify the whole NWJS thing. So I was like, you know what? I plan to get this tool eventually in the future anyways. You know, whenever the 1.0 launch comes around, I would probably use that tool to, you know, encrypt my game because it adds a nice layer of protection to games. So I was like, well, you know what? It's going to provide a shortcut to update NWJS now, so might as well just go ahead and buy it and use it for might as well buy it now and just use it for the NWJS shortcut. So I did that, and you know, I think that NWJS thing patched it, but now the game is crashing. The game is crashing, and it's just, oh my god, it's just, I fucking just all day just playtesting. I swear to God, it was like 12 fucking hours of just playtesting. And you know what? I'm disappointed that Alice is not here because none of you fuckers have commented on anything new and fashionable. How dare you guys? Alice would have noticed. Where is Alice? In addition to all of the playtesting, I also had an appointment for my new stylish glasses. I hope you guys like them. Are they cool? Do you like them? Tell me you like them. So in addition to all my playtesting, I also needed to like run into town and go through the whole eye exam appointment and then be up there the next day to pick up the glasses. I don't know, man. It was just such a busy fucking week with all this shit. Do we have a summon scroll for Alice? We do not. We do not have a summon scroll for her, unfortunately. Because she's not in the Discord either. Otherwise, I would just, you know, at her and just be like, yo, Alice. You'd probably notice right away that, hey, Nolan's face is a little bit different today. I changed my eyes. So, anyways, I'm happy about them. The reason why I brought it up too, by the way, I'm happy about them because I had been using my previous pair of glasses for like 5 years. So, this has been a huge shakeup. It's the thing. It's the thing I wear every day, all the time of my life. So getting a new pair is like, it's a big deal for me. It's like, oh, it's my new face. So is anyone looking at Nolan during streams? Personally, I look at the fuzzy mic. Yeah, my dead cat. It really needs to be replaced. I actually brought this guy from America, and the elastic, there's like an elastic band. There's like an elastic band to like tighten it down, but like all the elastic is like dead in it, and that's why it's wrapped around the microphone like this to hold it up. Otherwise it just falls off. I should probably get a new dead cat, which is funny to say out of context. I need a new dead cat. This cat's alive again. I don't want a live cat. Where are my dead cats? Anyways, but all the eventful week of playtesting aside, it's finished now, I think, probably. There's been a few people here who have been playtesting it. Wurzak, Orc just started today. Ace had started as well. And so far, none of them have reported any crashing with it. I think Wurzak did find an unfortunate transfer bug that technically would softlock most games. Fortunately, I do have my own built-in debug console. Like it's not the normal like Chrome debug console that you would have in the playtest. It's like a Skyrim style debug console you can put commands in. So, which by the way, if you guys ever do get stuck or have any problems, just reach out to me and say, hey, this problem has happened. I may have a console command to undo that problem. So anyways, so far we've had, actually I had one person complete their playtest. They only really played about 2 hours, which I think is, I mean, I kind of assumed most people would probably play around that amount. And I don't want to talk too much about the feedback right now. I'd rather kind of just go over it in general once I get most of the feedback in on the game. There are some points that Dan RCX had brought up in his feedback that I kind of saw coming. I don't know. It seems like things are as expected. The game is in a state. It's playable. It is playable. I feel like calling it a playable state, though, just gives it a little bit too much credit. God, I swear to God, the game feels like it's held together with fucking chewed gum. Where's that Ken Dinosaur was telling me, hey man, the version you gave me is not encrypted. And I was like, I know. I was too afraid to encrypt the damn game because every time I try to do anything to this fucking game, something breaks. I didn't encrypt it because I just deployed it and forgot to apply the encryption and then playtested it and things didn't break. So I was just like, I'm not even gonna fuck with it. Actually, by the way, I did fuck with it. The version that everyone afterwards gets is actually encrypted just using the basic RPG Maker default encryption thing. I did do that. I decided to test my luck with it, but still, just holy shit, man, this game. All my own like internal playtesting with my game has like really gone to prove to me that maybe the road ahead on my game's development is a little bit longer than I thought. There's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work to do. But that's okay. Before I have some pretty big ideas on how to handle some of the major problems that I think a lot of you guys are going to report. But before I commit to those are big ideas that will, of course, involve development time. And so before I commit to those, let's get the playtest. Let's get the playtest. Let's get the feedback and see if those are changes I want to commit to make adjustments to the game or not. So that's just what we're gonna do. Get the playtest feedback so I can decide how I want to proceed with the development of the game. Right. There's the questionnaire. I guess I should mention this. I completely forgot. When you get the playtest, I'll give you a questionnaire, like a Google form sheet to fill out. It's long. It's very, very long. Please don't feel intimidated by it. A lot of the questions, most of the questions are simple, just like multiple choice or on a scale of 1 to 5, right? You should be able to blow through it pretty quickly, I think. But it is like 51 questions. So anyways, I'll give you that question sheet, and that feedback will probably cover most of the like major questions that I am asking myself about the game, as well as some other things like some of the questions on there are like, I'm aiming for this. I don't explicitly tell you this, by the way. The questions aren't like trying to bias you towards my vision. But anyways, some of the questions are on there that it's like, in my head, it's like, I'm aiming for this, so I'm asking this question to make sure that that's what you guys are experiencing. And if you're not experiencing that, then obviously I need to make some adjustments. So I don't know. Anyways, the feedback sheet is like really important to help me make some decisions. Of course, if you guys have other opinions or feedback that you want to give that's not part of the sheet, the feedback sheet, you are welcome to do so on my game's RM Web page. I guess, Wrath, you don't really use RM Web, so I don't know what to do for you in that case. I don't know. Email me or something. I don't know. If you really have something that you want to share with me, then you can either sign up for RM Web and find the game's page and leave the feedback there, or I don't know, fucking email me. That's fine. Either one's, I don't care. So anyways, so the game is out there. It's in a terrible state, but it is playable. I'm appreciative to everyone who is going to play it and provide feedback. It is very important to help me get it into a better state. So, just once again, just want to say thank you to everyone who is playtesting the game. It's definitely appreciated. I had 24 people sign up, so it's quite a lot. Yep. That's that. I don't know if I had anything else I really wanted to talk about. I guess that was kind of the main thing. Just a couple of bonuses. I don't know. Yeah. So there's one thing I wanted to mention. I guess following up from last stream, we played that as Woo TVM put it, Japanimo game, the Kunitsugami. I did actually buy that game. And it's great, actually. Definitely recommend it. But as predicted, Woo TVM was like, I don't know, it's cool, but I probably only play it for 3 hours. That's fine. That's fine. It does actually change up some stuff later on. There's like stage hazards and other like situations that it puts you in. It changes up the gameplay pretty regularly on a pretty consistent basis. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a cool game. Now, enough talking about that. Let's jump into the next game, which is here. I gotta pause the music and launch it and switch the camera. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of being an angry old man today, this is probably going to be another angry old man game. Excuse me for a second. Gotta Gotta blow the... What are we doing here? There we go. No. Which one? There it is. Okay. Hang on just a second. Okay, anyways, so, yeah, this is gonna probably be another old man stream. I mean, game, I guess I should say. Oh, those are some funny looking numbers. UTBM liking a game and not just blowing it off after an hour would be a miracle. Also, hello. Hey, Dan, we were just talking about you. And the sort of the feedback you left. I'm not addressing it directly. First of all, actually, sorry, you just reminded me of something. Mr. Oric had brought this to my attention earlier as well. Something that was not exactly well thought out with my feedback form. So the feedback form says that all the feedback is anonymous, which is technically true. I don't like collect your name or anything like that, so I don't know who is submitting the information. However, it doesn't take a fucking genius to figure out, like, I just sent that feedback to someone, and then that person, or I just sent the game to someone, and that person just told me they submitted the feedback. Oh, I can go to the feedback form and check what's changed, and then know that's whose feedback was just left, right? It's pretty obvious. So, first of all, here's what I'm gonna do. That was an oversight from me, my bad. So basically, I'm just not even gonna be checking the feedback sheet until just everyone has it, because, like I said, I won't have the names or anything like that of who submitted. I'll just see the data at an overview. So, I'm just not even going to be checking the feedback sheet until most people have provided their feedback going forward. Just wanted to put that out there. Anyways, sorry, back on track with this game. I feel like I should bring up this game's page. Hang on, you gotta switch over here for just a moment. So this game is gonna make me old man shout at this game. Sorry, how do I... What's the name of this game? So... It has a good message. I want to preface all of this before I start shouting and yelling about this angrily. I don't have a problem at all with the message. But it's the fact that this game really feels like it was really just created for no other reason than to virtue signal and nothing else. So, of the two Alice games I know, at least this one has necks in... Yes, indeed, it does actually have necks. Now including... That could be a feature. They could put the, like, in the feature list. Oh, here's the feature list. They could put that down here. Includes next. That would be a great selling feature. Anyways, so Sailor Alice at Sea. That's quite the clunky title. Sailor Alice would probably be just good enough. Is a nautical fantasy adventure made in RPG Maker MZ. The story follows the shut-in elf Lilibet after she sends off her apprentice to become the hero that saves the princess. Shortly after her student's departure, however, the innocent request of a red-skinned foreigner sets in motion a series of events. Something's not right about the sea, is it? In 200 years, the world's atmosphere will collapse, bringing disasters such as extreme weather. This is known as the Mana Crisis. An environmentalist of 2,000 years, Lilibet, of course, it's 2,000 years, has long abandoned her hope. If she can recover all her memories, perhaps she'll find a person who's still fighting a hero. Part of the game's purpose is to raise awareness. I always love that one. Raise awareness. What are you raising awareness for the climate crisis? So this is what I'm saying. Listen, we're getting a little political here. Although it's funny to say that climate stuff is political, but I guess it is. We're getting a little political here. I agree with the sentiment, right? We have plenty of oil barons and big fucking fat corpos who are doing nothing but producing e-waste and completely fucking over the planet. I agree with this sentiment. We are destroying our planet. However, this raising awareness is just not. This is not the. I don't know. Raising awareness is like thoughts and prayers go out. It's like thoughts and prayers don't do shit. Raising awareness doesn't do shit. Put your fucking money where your mouth is, man. Little Bit's world might be set to end in 200 years, but parts of East Asia, South Asia, and Southeast Asia, the region the game's archipelago is based on, will become uninhabitable within the next 20 years. And they even got a link. There you go. Yep. So, anyways, then of course we got to go through the usual trigger content where I'm so glad they couldn't settle on which one they wanted to call it. Do they want to go with the SJW trigger warning, or did they want to go with the content warning, the more standard content warning kind of thing? Nah, fuck it. Why pick one? We'll call it a trigger content warning. So, occasional use of strong language. We can't have that shit here. You watch your fucking mouth. We don't have dirty, filthy mouths on this stream. All right? Obviously not a fucking problem. Now, I hate this game already. A single person raising awareness for a global issue is like trying to put a volcano with a bucket of water. Depictions of mental illness, suicide, and drown. What? And why does your fucking virtue signaling fucking climate crisis game need to have mental illness, suicide? I mean, and drowning might make sense. That's fine. Drowning makes sense with rising ocean tide. Sure. Blood. Oh God, not blood. What are we gonna do about blood? If I see that blood, I might turn into a shooter. I'm gonna kill people because I saw blood. The video games made me do it. The video games. All these video games corrupting the youth, turning them into violent killers. Did you hear? You know that crazy shooter that tried to assassinate Trump? Did you hear? You won't believe this. That boy, he used an online platform. An online gaming platform. And did you know that online gaming platform would have the gall, the disgusting, unspeakable gall to distribute a game that is about assassinating presidents? Whoa, you see the link? President shooter, online game platform with game for sale about shooting presidents. Connecting the dots. See those damn video games. Because it wouldn't be an indie game without suicide and mental illness. Can't have enough virtue signaling. That was probably the worst headline I ever saw. I'm so glad Tritium saw it too. But by the way, there was no confirmation at all that, in fact, we're like 99.999999 repeating infinitely 9% sure that guy did not play the president assassination game. It was just the fucking headline. You know, we gotta blame video games. It's always video games' fault. That online platform was Steam, by the way. It was Steam, so we're all of us here probably use Steam, so guess we're all on the FBI list now, because we're all gonna be president murderers. Because that godforsaken Steam, how dare they host that game about shooting presidents? Not that any of us had played it. And even if he did, right? Like, and even if he did. But like, let's not even give them an out. and then games, and then it's been video games. It's been video games since before I was born, and it's been video games as I continue to live. And TikTok, I guess now, and then we have TikTok. But maybe I'm an old man, but actually, okay, TikTok doesn't encourage murderous people, but it does. Sorry, we're getting political here, man. I do believe social media, all social media, does tend to promote, I'm going to sound like an old man, does tend to promote not good behavior from, you know, maybe not having a good self-image about ourselves to maybe encouraging us to do stupid things, to encouraging us to not think about things very well. Yeah, social media, not good. So I'll be an old man on that. Blame the social media for all of today's faults. And then next, you know, once we get rid of TikTok, you know, once everyone's just normal with TikTok and social media and all that, then, you know, we'll just fucking blame AI. Always reminds me of that meme, video games make kids violent, me feeling bad for the NPC after choosing the rude dialogue option. People actually do dumb stuff on TikTok, so yeah, I definitely agree with that. Why do so many people choose this format to talk about depression and suicide? Alright, there we go. Dan's bringing us back. Dan's bringing us back around. Mentions of rape, colonialism, and sex tourism. Oh boy! I like that last one. Oh, it's talking about me! Alright. I talk about it plenty in my fucking Discord, but I don't know if I've ever brought it up. I don't know if I've ever brought it up on stream. Do I want to bring this up on stream? I don't care. I don't care. Even my mom knows, but I don't know. There might be some Christian boys in here who are not too happy about this one. So in Japan, prostitution is, well, legal in some places. So, actually, my friend was the one who introduced it to me. Here's the thing. So, the thing is, so yeah, I have occasionally enjoyed partaking with ladies of the night. I really actually quite enjoy the experience. You get to meet cool new people. I love talking with them. And of course, you get to get your rocks off. And what's better than that? You get your rocks off by an experienced lady. So they know what they're doing. So it's great. You have a good experience. And then, you know, you could have a couple of good experiences depending on how quick you are and how much time you have. But, you know, if you don't have that much time left, then you can just sit there and chat. And I met some really cool people through this. I partake, okay? It's legal here in Japan. So it's fine. I'm not breaking the law or anything. I will say, however, as a foreigner, it's quite difficult, actually. There's plenty of places. The nice thing about with it all being legal, by the way, is that there's a lot of protections around this. One of the protections, though, which I don't think is... one of the protections that I don't think is a legal mandate is that it's really tough for foreigners to actually do it. There's usually quite the long process for me to actually find a place that is willing to accept me and let me go there and pay for my time. Because of the bring it full circle because of this. So actually, you know what? I'll agree with this. I am a resident of this country. I am not a sex tourist. I am just partaking in a pastime, okay? I enjoy that hobby. I am not a sex tourist. Here's the thing. So a lot of these, I don't know what you'd call them. I know people don't like hearing the word whorehouse because it's a little bit strong and kind of denigrating to the women there. I don't know what else to call it. Bordello. I don't know. That sounds too 1800s to me. I don't know what you want to call it. The Japanese name is... There's two different names. We're going to just call them Huzoku. That's the Japanese name for these places. The Huzoku are... it took me a long time to get an answer to this, too, by the way. asking lots and lots of ladies as to why this is. It's very difficult for foreigners to enjoy huzokus. And finally I got the answer, and the reason is because of sex tourism. There are a lot of foreigners that come to Japan aware that prostitution is legal. And so they come there and usually mistreat the ladies really bad, maybe make a mess at the huzoku, just cause lots of problems. And so these huzokus just don't want to deal with foreigners. It's unfortunate because I'm not a tourist. But unfortunately because of these shitty actors who, you know, sure, trigger warning, sex tourism. Sex tourism, that's not the problem. The sex tourism itself is not the problem. The problem is that the tourists themselves are bad. So, yeah, because of that, it makes it difficult for me. Anyways, there was a fun story. So, sorry, let's keep going. Via the nature of the story's premise, exploring how different lifespans among fantasy races would affect their reaction to a resource-based crisis, many topics poked on are somewhat based on real-world issues and/or politics. My hope as the author is that Sailor Alice does not come off as an attempt to convince the player to believe a certain ideology. I don't know. Your synopsis sure does. Rather, I hope it invites the player to reimagine the current circumstances. Well, I guess we'll see about that, but you didn't have a strong start with your game synopsis. One of the main themes is that people have to work together. I look to activism and the discussion of social issues because I think that is the best example of that. More importantly, it is also something that can truly change the world and make a difference. Thank you. All right, we'll see. I think we've talked enough about hookers. Hookers is a regular topic for me. I do love me some hookers. Let's get started. Options. Whoa. Oh, they have the mouse hover thing. I couldn't get this to work in my fucking game. Anyways, cool. We can change the window skin. Look at that. You can change window skin. That's nice. Just leave it on default. Always dash on. You don't need the touch UI. How's the volume for you guys? I didn't even check that. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. It's fine. Frame rate. Filter effects enabled. What does it mean, frame rate? It's like... I don't know. Oh, I think those are the UI sounds I use. Oh no, Tritium! Abandoned ship! Oh, those are some color choices. Brown on brown, good choice. I don't know, Sailor Alice person, this seems like you're coming from a place of, I did cursory research on a topic and now I feel compelled to talk about it. I'm not gonna judge. Not gonna judge. But it does come off as virtue signaling. Thanks for playing the open beta of Sailor Alice, Alice at Sea. We could just shorten that title down to Sailor Alice and that would be just fine. You are not obligated to complete the entire game, and I probably won't, but as instructed in the download page, I'd highly appreciate to hear your first impressions in the linked feedback form. Is that this? What is this? Oh, it's not a forum, it's a form. Kind of like what I did. All right, cool. Theirs is much shorter than mine. So I could probably do that. I think I can do that. I can contribute to that. It's not 51 questions. Ow, my eyes, what is this font? I think the font itself is fine, but the color choice is maybe not great. Brown with yellow with brown text is not good. So far, the open beta has had a bit of a rough ride with me still learning how to figure all this stuff out. Oh, cool. This is probably their first... Did they say that? Did they say this is their first game? Did I miss that? Did I just kind of scroll over that? It just said made with RPG Maker MZ, but it didn't say it's their first. Oh, I didn't mean to follow. Sorry. Where's their name? Where I want to see their others. Well, god damn it, itch. Okay. Well, anyways, I want to see if they had other games, but it sounds like it's gonna be. They make it sound like this is their first game, which is this is probably not a good starting point for that. But I guess we'll find out. Enjoy. Nope, not this one either. Another talking clam. I already have lots of these. Apprentice Tobin continues to follow me with his sheathed sword. Talking clam, talking clam. Again, this region has nothing but talking clams. I guess that's just how it is when you walk the same shore over and over. Why do I even bother? They have these voices. Oh no. They had like, I think you can even buy these DLC packs, like these DLC voice packs where it's just like voice actors, Japanese voice actors, because I swear to God, I just heard Lily-san, which I don't think the other character named Lily? Masked? I guess so. Lilybet. So we're doing the describing thing in a visual medium, huh? I guess so. Well, at least the whales are up this time. An elegant call as always. I wonder if I can at least catch a good sea serpent sighting tonight. He makes the face of someone barely tolerating me, and I deliberately ignore it. Ah, yeah, they're doing the book prose thing. Is this the game? Maybe. I mean, it is still the intro. Light mode the game. Why is this so slow? What is she doing? We'll call it a day. Well, we can't expect to catch something exciting every day. Just last week, I saw a queen of the shore around here, too. It'd be bad for the local ecosystem if a bunch of them suddenly washed up over here. On the bright side, the migration path of the Dragon Gull crosses by here. I'll look forward to seeing them around this summer. Uso desho. Wait, what is... Why that? Why that? Hey, how old are you now? 2000? Oh, of course. She may look like a lolly, but she's 2,000 years old, so it's fine. Why are the portraits staying on screen? I don't know. But I'm gonna say there's a silver lining to that. Nani? There's a silver lining to that, and it's that it at least indicates that we are still in a cutscene, because there was a long pause there where it looked like I could play, but I knew it was not playtime because the portrait was still on screen. Aster, you've been doing this for so long, I can hardly tell if you even get truly excited about those things anymore. And as for me, I cannot hide my boredom enough. Oh, that sounded like AI. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me they got the robot voices for the little, like, ad-lib interjections. And they did it in Japanese. Please don't tell me that's what that is. Please, please tell me my ears are lying to me. Why would you make it Japanese? It was better when I just thought they bought the fucking voice pack. Sorry, I need to shut up for a minute. I need to hear this. I gotta turn this up in my headphones. Ma. They're all pretty simple. That's the thing, right? It's kind of hard to tell. Within your lifetime in 200 years. I mean, I guess she is 2,000 years old and, you know, doesn't look a day over 5. I don't know, maybe 16. I'm being hyperbolic there, but still, you know, she doesn't look a day over 16. So yeah, I don't know, 2,000 years, about 16. So I don't know, say about another 8,000 years to go. That doesn't seem... Is that right? I don't know. Who cares about the math? Couldn't tell. That was a longer little ad-lib there, but really couldn't tell if that was a robot or not. I don't know. I do think it's a weird choice. Whether it's a robot, whether it's in one of the asset packs. I mean, yeah, whether it's either one, doesn't matter. It's weird to have the Japanese interjections. That just feels out of place for this game. I mean, I guess you could make the excuse that she said that this was based on, like, you know, Southeast Asia, but that actually is not including Japan, but that's okay. Anyways, I don't know, I guess it's just weird. It's just weeb shit, man. It's weeb shit. Anyways, I'm just gonna give up on that. Was the Jimmy game earlier decent? The Jimmy, gotta have that Japanese. Dan, it was competently put together. I certainly did not like it, but it was well constructed. It was not offensively bad. Gotta appeal to their weeblets. Can't be a weeaboo game if there isn't. Is there more to that thought, or is that the end of that thought? If it's about sword training, I don't have anything left to teach you. I've already taught you 2,000 years of experience into 2 years of knowledge. It's already your time to head out and have those experiences yourself. Yeah, it was about that. Regardless, thanks for everything so far. I just thought I should consult you. I'm thinking of setting out for the quest you've been training me for. The deadline is soon, so that means I'll be leaving. Ine. That was a weird way of... Like, I don't know if it is robots or not, but if it is a voice actor, they certainly delivered that with all the emotion of a robot. I'm sure you'll do just fine on your own, Tobin. And besides, you already know the reason I can't go with you. If the world's going to end, then I don't need to conquer a trivial fear with anyone. I've already accepted it. I thought you'd say that, but I'd be lying if I said I felt completely sure of myself. Haha, man. Who would have expected the great swordmaster themselves would have been an elf of all races? I thought that kind of technique belonged to the humans. Ugh, and you use an umbrella as some kind of rapier, too? It's a If you let us play the game, we'd figure that out for ourselves. You don't need the ham-fisted, like, wow, you've been training me for 2 years? Man, it's been 2 years, but I sure can't believe you used that parasol of yours that both you and I definitely already know about because it's been 2 fucking years. Awkward exposition. That doesn't need to be awkward exposition. I'm sure if we're talking about fighting, there will be fighting in the game, right? So we would see her fight with the parasol, and we can put 2 and 2 together. Why are we having this conversation on the UI element? Yeah, this writing is pretty bad. I agree. A bit surprisingly, Tobin gives a short-lived smile at my comment. I wasn't gonna ask, but this could be our last time seeing each other. So I'll bite the bait. Man, I talked over one of the perfect chances to really hear that. Damn it. Where does this affinity for the sea come from? Are you actually some kind of water mage, water deity? Pfft. Affinity for the sea. Do you really believe I have something like that? Master? We can't see him. It said, Umiga. Umiga, the sea. It seems like the sea is the only habitat in which people like us don't live. Perhaps that's why we know so little about it. Did you know the queen of the shore can live upwards of 500 years? And the giant walrus whale's lifespan is able to crack 2,000. The same goes for... okay, cool. Cool. Are you serious? What? Anime hijinks? Why not? You think you came from a whale with the build of a dwarf? Maybe I can see it. But elves are kind of like fish, don't you? I don't... It's just fucking cringe, like, weeaboo, like, pretend anime hijinks kind of thing. I hate it. Tell you what, when I come back, if I meet an elderly elf on the way, I'll bring them to you. Like, if you want a portrait to be omnipresent on the screen, don't have it in the same space as the cuts. That's the thing, right? Like, is this a play space? I don't think this is a play space. I think this world here is... This map that we're on is really only for the cutscene. Or actually, you know what? Who gives a shit what purpose this map serves? It doesn't matter. You can make the map bigger. You don't have to put them here. You could put them anywhere else where the camera is not butted up against the edge of the map. Just move them so they're in the center of the screen. I've had to do this in my game. Not to sound like a certain streamer that we don't want to talk about. We don't want to compare myself to, but I've had to do it in my own game. It's like, oh, I want this cutscene to take place in this house, and I want the camera to focus on the characters here, but oh no, the characters are near the wall. Well, here's what I did. Right click on the map, map size, add 10. Got it. Problem solved. Now the camera doesn't butt up against the edge of the map. I'll try to anyway. Then I'll count on you. I said I'll try. Gee. Welcome to the sea. Updating player encyclopedia. No. It's a new day. I can play, I can move! It's a long-ass cutscene, man. Yeah. Alright, do they want me to interact with this? Oh, your fucking picture box is covering your art. Come on, man. Do you have to always show a picture? Surely you don't have to always do that, right? An encyclopedia of aquatic monsters and animals. This is my backup copy. I keep my fieldwork copy on my person at all times. There's so many different animals and monsters. I wish I could see them all, but half the time all I can see are stupid clams. I like to... Oh, please tell me. Please tell me this is a game about, you know, protecting sea life. She's, you know, a fucking zoologist, whatever. And we have combat. Please tell me that's what's in this game. I'll be so happy. Yes, the zoologist who murders all of the sea life. Okay, this writing is like a comedian telling jokes and having none of them land because he keeps forgetting to add setup. I'd like to travel to see all of them, but I guess at this rate it's, well, 200 years is too soon to get anything done anyways. What? It's fucking 200 years. Do you know where society was in human history, in timeline? Do you know where we were 200 years ago? That was the 1800s. How many times have you looked at like a painting or read about the 1800s and felt like that was centuries ago? Because it was literally centuries ago. It felt like a completely just different world because it was 200 fucking years ago. 200 years, a lot can fucking happen. Do you know what happened in 20 years? 20 years ago, smartphones were not even a fucking thing. I mean, maybe you had like your Palm Pilots and stuff like that, but Nothing like what we have now. A lot can fucking happen in 20 years, let alone 200 years. Killing all the sea life is okay as long as you don't use plastic straws. I didn't mean to activate. Oh, wait. I don't know if this is a feature I don't know if this is changed in MZ that allows you to open the escape menu at any time, or if they are using, or is this a parallel event? I didn't want to see that. I'm gonna have to try pushing arrow keys now during. Oh, there is WASD. That's nice to have. 200 years ago was the 1820s, also known as the first industrial revolution. Yeah, right? I keep my clothes. Oh, I thought it said in my mirror. I was like, okay. Oh, we just teleport to the beach. Cool. You certainly can move. You're still here. I thought you were leaving to save the princess today. Good morning, master. I'm off to save the princess at the Whale King's tower, but I thought I'd give a quick farewell. I thought he did that yesterday. Thanks for teaching me everything about swordsmanship these past 2 years. Even though I was never meant to be a knight, I'm glad you took me under. Ah, good luck. Haven't you noticed something about the sea? Also, I just caught it. I'm pretty sure it is a rope. They might be using like Vocaloid or something for the voice. The dude just said shikash, which is really how, at least in the Osaka area, maybe it's different in fucking Tokyo. It's the normal pronunciation, but the guy actually pronounced it as shikashi. Which, yeah, it's not right. Oh no, clams washed up ashore today. Surprise! He shows you a giant bag of mollusks. What? I woke up early and started collecting these. This is my thank you. Are we having this conversation again? Yeah, apparently. What the heck? Why did he go? Okay, yeah, we're gonna start skipping through. Oh, are we back home again? What? Why did we go back home? We literally just left. Is he crying? Yeah, maybe. I wonder if this is the whole fucking game. Oh no, there's not gonna be any combat, is there? What is this character design? Dare? Yeah. Eh. I'm Jiho, a foreign goblin. Hidden One was too nice to Did Hidden One review this game? Yeah, I mean, Hidden One's always a little saint. She's nice. I wish I could be like her. I wish I wasn't such a bitter man. Seems some children must have recognized my race because they asked to wrestle me. Of course I tried to refuse, yet the children persisted and grabbed onto me. I don't care. Arigatou gozaimasu. Maybe there's only 3 maps in this game. I'm getting a feeling. Oh, cool. So
When you tap clams, you'll find Memorial Flotsam along with building character relationships and filling your encyclopedia. You can collect Flotsam to direct the course of your ending. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I was going to comment on something else, but ignore it. I don't know what this is. This music is really loud. This is probably because I turned it up in my headphones, actually. Oh, you failed? Oh, I guess I should fucking read it. You don't collect anything and get the bad ending. This world deserves to die. Oh, his picture is just stuck on screen too. Never mind, I was saying that was gonna be the silver lining of having the portrait on screen, is because I know, oh, we're still in a cutscene, but nope. Do I have to, like, tap on them or whatever? What a clunky way of doing that. Why do you why do you collect them and then have to open them in your inventory? I guess the portrait thing is I would assume it's a bug. Also how's the performance on this? Stable. I'm just wondering if it keeps popping up with these. Zeus dev for not being. Yeah, Ace. So it seems to be like checking if player is facing or is pressing. I think is actually what it's doing. If player is pressing this direction, then it will spawn the balloon icon, which I assume is using a parallel event. I'm not really sure how they might execute that. Maybe they put like regions here? Maybe they put like regions here and then the parallel events checking if they're in that region, and then if they press... I don't know how the fuck they do that, or maybe... Oh. Sorry. Sorry, because I pressed F2. F2 is my fucking camera switch. I pressed it so I could see the FPS. Yeah, anyway, so here. I can just press and hold W and it'll just keep spawning balloons. So I don't know how they accomplish that. I mean, it seems like they wanted to have like some sort of action indicator for nearing an event that you can interact with. Yeah, I have a feeling it really is handled through regions. And they just have a parallel event monitoring the player's location. And if they're pressing the button there. I think that's how they're handling it. There's definitely plugins that you can get to just put an action indicator on an event. Anyways, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I tapped on clams and stuff. I talked to the boat. I talked to the dude. Oh, do I need to talk to him again? It's been 23 minutes and nothing has happened. Yeah. Wow, I skipped through all of that incredibly funny dialogue. I'm so sorry you guys missed it. I guess so. Are you gonna throw some combat at me? Is there gonna be combat in this game? What is this effect? Oh, it's kind of like a fake tilt. Oh. And it's gone. Well, I was going to say, it's kind of like a fake tilt shift effect, which is funny because we've recently had some people asking about creating tilt shift effects, and I would honestly be curious how they created that effect. So, just more talking. We had a slapathon? I guess so. There isn't gonna be any game in this game, I'm sure. Blur, yeah, it was just a standard Gaussian blur, but it may be different for MZ. Obviously, I'm not as familiar with the plugins for that, but like the Gaussian blur in filter control, you can't mask an area of the blur. So you can't like create like a middle section with no blur and then have the blur at the top and the bottom, which would create kind of like a fake tilt shift effect. So I'm not really sure how they. There's a few like janky ideas I could think of because you can map the blur. I don't know. Bloom, yeah. They have all the pixie filters coming out. Huh? Oh, am I playing? Who the fuck is this? And what is this? Why does the grassy field just... okay. That would make sense. What is this? I guess I should fucking read it, but I just don't care. Boxes. I think that's on purpose. I don't think we're supposed to know who that person's name is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not reading the dialogue, and if that's all this game is, if all it is dialogue, then it's probably better we just stop it. Because I don't give a shit about any of this. It's just way too long, and it's not interesting. Dan, I'm sure we'd find out if I wanted to stop and read all of this text, but I sure as hell don't. The game proved to me at the very, very intro of this game that the writing is not really that strong, and so I'm not interested in reading it. It did not capture my attention from the start, so I'm not interested in continuing to read it anyways. I think I'm done with that game. I'll be kind enough to reply to their feedback. Hi, thanks for taking the time to play some of the open beta of Sailor Alice, or as it's shown here, Sail Ice! I meant to comment on that earlier. Maybe don't cover up your whole fucking logo with your character. So basically, a snooze fest, yeah. As an amateur game dev who's making this for Suno Fest 2024, I don't know what that is. I would appreciate your feedback and first impression. For filling out the bug report and feedback description section, you can get a free chibi doodle. Just be sure to write your name in the designated field and pop me a DM on either Instagram or Twitter. I'll tell you what, I'll do you the favor. I'll go ahead and give you the feedback. No need to provide the doodle. Number one, I don't use Instagram or Twitter. I do have a... Do I have a Twitter? I have an Instagram. I don't think I have a Twitter. Do I have a Twitter? I might have a Twitter. But I don't want to use those. I don't want to reach out to you. Not to mention, I don't think you should draw a doodle for me since I've not been too kind to your game. So, save yourself the time, and I'll just provide the feedback for you. What version are you testing? I don't know. What fucking version did I? That's this. That's the 1.2.2b. 1.2.2b. If you are reporting a bugs, what OS did you find it on? Windows. Please describe your first impression, your thoughts, things that stood out to you, etc. This can be as detailed or as short, but you put in short answer. I know this is short answer because I just made one of these forums recently. Yeah, you don't deserve a doodle. No, that's fine. I'm an asshole. This game was a slog. The writing was not really great for the amount of talking that happened. Nothing really hooked me from the start. Everything is so slowly paced. Art is cute, though. Leave a little positive in there. Yeah, the art is kind of cute. I like the colors. I don't know if I really like the style itself, but the coloring is nice. I kind of dig these colors. I didn't like the brown on brown, but like the rest of the character arts. Yeah. Some warm, cozy colors. Some pastels. Please describe the bug or bugs you found in detail. Character portrait. Oops. Stayed on screen. I don't know. What else did we see? That was the main one. Brown on brown text is hard to read. My issue is that the dialogue was aimless and awkward. It lacked cohesive hook, and the interactions between characters felt forced. You know what? You phrase that more elegantly, if you don't mind. We'll leave the art is cute, though. There we go. My issue is that the dialogue was aimless and awkward. It lacked a cohesive hook, and the interactions between characters felt forced. Art is cute, though. Thanks, Tridium. Oh, that wasn't Trid. That was... Oh, my God. Well, thanks, Tridium, anyway. Thanks, Dan. My bad. Tridium, why are you stealing credit from Dan? How dare you, Tridium? Bug report continued. Optional. If you have screenshots or a video that can appropriately accompany your bug report, please upload them here. We're like brothers on the closing. You can phrase things more elegantly than me. I would attach the video, but we're still recording the video. Sorry. Feedback report. Please describe what the game is good at and where the game can improve in detail. You can explain things you enjoyed or things you did not enjoy. Things I'd appreciate feedback on: writing, narrative, characterization, presentation, incorporation, handling of sensitive topics, game mechanics, UI, encyclopedia, visibility. I already said my piece on writing. Writing should get to the point more quickly. Avoid stilted exposition like, wow, I've spent 2 years training with you, but but I am just now pointing out the obvious fact that it's weird you fight with an umbrella. Improve game by deleting it. That'd be a huge improvement. We're not gonna fucking put that though. I don't know. It's good to develop characters, but do it slowly. Jesus, we're going for the jugular. But do it slowly over time rather than dumping all of it at once in the beginning. Make sure to hook the player in from the start. Tell us why we should even bother continuing with your game. If you don't, then in the end, I just feel like skipping all of the tons and tons of dialogue just to try to find something interesting before ultimately giving up. Instead of giving up, let's say quitting. Ultimately quitting. I mean, yeah, but come on, this isn't even a game at this point. It's as Hidden One, I guess as Hidden One put it, it's really more of a visual novel. There are no game mechanics. Maybe, speaking of, this would be better as a VN. Because as a game, it's just annoying to take a few paces and then do and then get assaulted with more text boxes. Oh, that's quite the paragraph. I think that's probably more than enough. Nice. If you filled out both the bug and feedback report section, you can get a free doodle commission as long as the bug has yet to... Oh, now you're putting stipulations to it? Wait, no. Up here you said... now I want my doodle because you said up here that by filling this out, I get the doodle. Now you're putting stipulations on it now that I filled everything out? Excuse me? Only game mechanic, use shell to tap on, also known as use item. Wait, at the start, there were no stipulations to getting a doodle. Now you're saying I can only get a doodle if I reported a bug that hasn't been reported yet? No one wants his doodle. I want it now because they started putting stipulations to it. No, once they're just giving it away for free, thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna do this kind gesture. It's like, no, keep the kind gesture to yourself. But now, no, it's not a kind gesture anymore. No, I'm only gonna do it if you did this thing. No, I'm sorry, that's not how that works. For this section, please rate how well you believe Sailor Alice at Sea meets those statements. Sailor Alice at Sea is a story-driven game. Yeah, I guess so. The current beta is well no. Sailor Alice at Sea is realistic in how it explores, mentions, or depicts sensitive topics in the context of a fantasy setting. I'm gonna be honest. Look, here, if you want a virtue signal about like marine life and stuff like that, I wouldn't obfuscate that stuff. You obfuscate it behind fantasy creatures and stuff. Like, if you want to talk about species that are endangered, why would you hide it behind fake animal names and stuff like that? Why is this set in a fantasy world? If you want to virtue signal, you want to spread awareness, honestly, I feel like you messed it up. Not really. No story was there. Just you talking. Well, it wants to be story focused, even if the story wasn't there. Anyways, look, if this person wants a virtue signal,
like, I know they said that they, like, I guess they're trying their best. What they said down here does not come off as an attempt, but it feels like, honestly, I know this is going to sound hypocritical, but they honestly should have gone the virtue signaling route. Because at this point, it just obfuscates the message so much. It's like they were so worried about coming off as virtue signaling that they hid it behind all this fantasy world and all this stuff that I think it kind of lost whatever it was trying to go for. I guess, to be fair, I didn't give it a good chance because I didn't read most of the dialogue, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to say this is poor. The presence of a resource crisis. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's weird because the itch page has more about the message than the actual game. Yeah. Sailor Alice. God, can we just shorten that to... hang on. Let's go back. One last thing. Can we just shorten this title to just Sailor Alice? Sailor Alice. Alice at Sea is so clunky and long to say. Sailor Alice is pretty good recognizable branding, and in fact, when searching Sailor Alice, this is the only hit. So drop the rest of the title. Okay. The game was not good enough to even be fantasy. Game named Sailor Alice, no sailing was involved. Sailor Alice could handle sensitive topics better. Yeah. You rolled a lot of things into sensitive topics. If we look back at the store page, sensitive topics could, number one, be the main message, but that could also include all of this. And, like, if we're just talking about the main message, if we're just talking about the main message, then yeah, you could handle the main message a lot better. When it comes to the other stuff, probably, but I didn't really read that. I don't know. We're gonna just put it forward because fuck it. It could probably be better. Wait. Yeah. I agree with this statement. I somewhat agree with this statement. There we go. I didn't get any of the endings. Thanks for everything so far. Lastly, how much did you personally enjoy the game? I did not enjoy playing it. And thank you so much for taking the time to both test Sailor Alice just Sailor Alice and fill out this form. I appreciate all the feedback, and I'm glad you stuck around. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Okay, there you go. Alright, we did it. We submitted the feedback form. Yeah. Well, there's that. Real sensitive, huh? Yeah, it wasn't great. Art's cute though. All right. Well, anyways, like I said, we're not grading the games. We're done with game grading. We're gonna revise that in a future stream, I think. But for now, I do want to mention that next weekend there won't be a stream. Filling out the form was more entertaining the game, not gonna lie. I kind of agree with you, honestly. Damn! Oh, I can edit my response. Hang on. I can edit my response. I would, okay. Hold up. Wait. I thought that was the last thing, but I got one little last point.
filling out this feedback form was more fun than playing the game. All right. Wait. We got I peace out. Thanks. Had a good time filling out paperwork. Sorry. Thanks, Orc, teaching me how to be a real asshole. Anyways, sorry, back on topic. Next weekend there won't be a stream. I'm gonna be in Tokyo having fun. I thought about maybe starting another, like long play series or whatever, like with Wind Rider. But honestly, I want to just kind of take a break from interneting, from game deving, from all of that stuff. It's been a hell of this past week, like basically since I started summer vacation. It's been I replaced my full-time job with doing game dev stuff. I want to go ahead and just take a break and kind of relax a little bit. So I'll be around to answer questions about the beta test, of course. When I'm in Tokyo, I will still have my phone and I can reply occasionally, but that would probably be in the evening, which would be the morning for most of you. So, I'll reply to questions a little bit, but I'll be slow to respond. Either way, I'm going to just kind of take a break from YouTube as a whole next weekend. So we won't even have like a replacement, filler content video or anything like that. So, yeah, anyways. But then the following weekend, I know, Orc, I said I might play your game, so maybe I'm going to play your game. But there's also, so, but maybe we'll see what the plans are for the following week. Anyways, we got some fun stuff planned coming up for the streams, but got to take a break and then we'll kind of rejigger things. Have a new game grade system, which will not be a game grade system. It will probably be just like a yes, I liked it, no, I didn't kind of thing. And I don't know, have other fun stuff going on. So anyways, but for today, that's going to be it for the stream. It was fun though. I appreciate you guys chatting with me at the start of the game, chatting about game assets, then chatting about the beta test, then filling out feedback forms. All fun stuff. Not the games. Not the games. I missed what you had just said a moment ago. I never knew there was something worse than filing my taxes. Then I found this game. I now enjoy doing my taxes. Yeah, no worries. I'm not. Yeah. So anyways, thank you guys for sticking around for another one of these streams. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy playing Fiddle. I know one of you hasn't. Enjoy playing Fiddle. And I don't know, keep in touch. So anyways, thanks so much and bye.